Live from Studio D in the 3rd Ward in downtown Milwaukee, this is Cooking with Milwaukee Community Leaders. Hi, I'm Charlie, and today on Cooking with Milwaukee Community Leaders, my guest is Darnell Hamilton.
Hello.
Darnell.
Hello, Charlie. Good morning,
Great to
Charlie.
see you.
You as well.
So Darnell is the Executive Director for Future Urban Leaders here in Milwaukee, and recently he was named as AmeriCorps Alum of the Year. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And you may remember Darnell was here a couple weeks ago when Darryl Anderson was our guest, who's the Eris Senior Network.
It's going to be a lot of alliteration with the D's today.
And so Darnell is and Darryl are switching places. So Darnell is our chef today. Darryl will be our sous chef. And I think we might have one other person showing up that we'll see if he gets here. So let's start where we usually start at the beginning. So you were born in Chicago.
Born and raised.
So talk about your growing up years in Chicago.
Well, I like to tell people because they understand that I'm very proud to be from Chicago, the west side of Chicago. My mom, my brother, who's 3 years older than I am, basically we've been on our own since 1992 when we divorced our dad. So, got a chance to see a lot of things growing up where, my mom did not feel like that it was the most appropriate upbringing, where daddy was definitely a Rolling Stone, as we call it. So
shout out to the Temptations.
Shout out to the Temptations, and that is it about that, the name of that song. But from then on, my mom was working 2 jobs, sometimes 3 at a time to provide for my brother and I. And knowing that she was herself a native of the west side of Chicago, she made sure that the sacrifices that she made from working late hours, crazy hours where we didn't get a chance to maybe see her at night, to send her boys to private school. So if anybody knows anything about the school sector of Chicago compared to Milwaukee's, there's vast more schools.
Right.
We think about the public school system. So she made it very clear that my brother and I were not going to touch the neighborhood schools of Michelle Clark, Austin, Crane at the time, and started us in private school since preschool. And I've been a private school kid ever since.
Okay.
Marquette, Carl Stritch, never really touched since.
Let's talk about college. So you went to Marquette.
Yep.
Here in Milwaukee. Got your bachelor's in marketing.
I did.
And then on to Cardinal Stritch, you got a master's in education. So what were you planning to do after graduating?
Well, the goal was to actually be a child psychologist.
Okay.
But that was before I even got the marketing degree. I entered Marquette with the idea of wanting to do psychology until a trusted adult in my ear told me that I wouldn't make any money being a psychologist. So I let money motivate my energy in 2002, and I switched my major over to marketing.
Okay.
And I did enjoy my creative classes in marketing. Marketing was just, it opened the imagination up. That was the only thing I enjoyed about my business classes. So honestly, when I graduated, I really didn't have any idea what I wanted to do after college. It was just to get my feet wet and just start to, think about myself as a professional out in the real world, as a, holistic citizen. But 1 year in, I did not like what I was doing, which was working for careerbuilder.com.
Huh. Which I used a lot as a recruiter.
Oh, yeah, you probably hung up on me and said, I have enough job postings. So I did that for a year and then realized, no, this is not what I spent 4 years at Marquette for. So it took some time, soul searching, and went to go work for my high school scholarship organization, which helped me attend Holy Trinity High School in Chicago by becoming their special programs coordinator. Okay. So working with the fundraising department and working with the special caddy program, which I am a member of from high school. That's how I got my full ride Chick Evans caddy scholarship to Marquette. So I was working with kids, this is the door that opens up to what I wanted to do. From there, I jumped into working with Upper Bound, part of the TRIO program that people might know from Marquette and UWM. Mm-hmm. And from there, just really feeling great about working with kids, seeing them every day, academic advising, which then made me realize, you want to teach. So I applied for Teach for America, and it brought me back up here 13 years ago.
So you worked in the Milwaukee Public School System, MPS, for about 10 years or so?
So 7 years as a teacher and 1 year as a teacher mentor coach is what they call it.
Okay. And then, so talk about that experience being in the MPS system.
Coming up to Milwaukee 13 years ago, I made the mistake which, you know, some of us Chicagoans tend to do when we first go to a new space is, oh, I'm from Chicago. I can do this. I can make it anywhere. As soon as the first kid turned the corner in Milwaukee at James Madison Academic Campus, I started to sweat and just like, oh, this is new to me. These are new students. These are not the young people that I'm used to teaching in
From
Chicago.
Holy Trinity.
Well, no, I taught in, I academic advised in the Chicago public school system under Upper Brown. Our Upper Brown group was located in Manley Career Academy in North Lawndale, the west side of Chicago. And me thinking that, comparing North Lawndale to the northwest side of Milwaukee, big mistake. Like, they're two different cities, two different groups of people. Right. But that 2 years spent at JMAC, it helped build the teacher that I became, to, you know, help found a high school over at Golden Meyer High School. And, you know, it was one of those things where teaching was never an issue in NPS for me.
Good.
The kids helped me cut my teeth, if you will. Like, every year was different. I learned a lot about myself, had to grow. And, you know, you don't enter the profession perfect. And I think that's where a lot of young people coming out of education, curriculums and departments across the country don't understand. You can learn so much about content out of Marquette, out of Madison. But once you actually dive into the work and start building relationships and understanding your own biases and really pinpointing that you're learning a new city, a new community, that's part of the job.
Right.
So Golden Meyer and JMAC, that 9 years of experience helped build who I am today.
So you parlay that into future urban leaders.
Yes, sir.
So you've been there about 4 years now?
I'm entering my 4th year. I entered it on August 1st.
Congratulations. So talk a little bit about future urban leaders and their place in our community and some of the things that you guys do.
So, first of all, I'm very fortunate that they were able to look at me 4 years ago, well, 3 years ago rather, and see leadership in me and wanting to take their organization to a new level. But as an organization, it's been around for 10 years. We're actually celebrating 10 years this year. And for it to be founded as a supplemental program to one of our co-founders who was a teacher, saw that there was a need for something more in his classroom. Like, I'm not building enough relationships. I'm not getting enough to know about their interests. So this is where Future Urban Leaders, was born out of, just wanting to do more for young people. Enter me 3 years ago. And I'm like, this all sounds great, but how do we now take it to a level of actually building leaders within their self-identity? Like, can they actually explore more about themselves than just the extracurricular activities that we're throwing at them?
Sure.
Like, what else is there? What's missing? So when we start thinking about the K-4 through 12th grade pipeline, it's 14 years of literally working with a young person and seeing them develop in front of your eyes. And like, that's the messaging that we want to be able to deliver to Milwaukee, that we're aiming to work with these young people and their families for 14 solid years straight. So by the time they walk across the stage, there's been a lot of input and poured into energy into that young person.
It's teaching the whole situation with being a teacher and the putting yourself into the job and just the dedication of it is to be lauded. But it gives you a stepping stone into what you're doing now, which is, again, working with young people in our city in any city, but in our city, they need it.
Well, when we think about Milwaukee, the narrative, right? So here I am coming up 13 years ago, actually a Marquette student 23 years ago moving up here. And in that 4 years...
you're dating yourself, right?
I am 40 years old. I'm very proud of it. Because I look good. So 23 years ago, I moved up here, and the Marquette bubble is real, or it was real. I did venture off the campus a couple times to get my hair cut off at 35th and Valete when there was a barbershop close. There was a Jewel Pool Osco, where my mom has been working for over 40 years in Chicago. They used to have them up here. And those are my venturing off moments of learning where the community was and seeking it out. But I was independently doing that, where I felt like Marquette was literally just having us hover in one network. Yeah. So I really didn't want to stay in Milwaukee post-college in 2006. I wanted to go back home. But to your point about like our city needing something, I needed to come back up here to relearn Milwaukee. And I honestly, this is the last American city I want to live in. I tell people, I love it here. And there's a lot that the city offers. You have to just uncover the layers of good things happening, and don't let the negative narratives that national news, our own news, dictate for us to think about our city. We know there's a lot going on. But to your point, the people that are solidly in the work for a purpose, that's who we need to pour into and make sure that they're feeling good about sticking it out through Milwaukee, because to your point, our young people need those models.
Yep.
They need somebody to definitely paint concrete examples for them to, I don't want to say make it out, because my thing about being the leader of future urban leaders, I tie it to my own experience in Chicago. I grew up wanting to make it out because of just what was taught to me in my childhood and my family. And the thing about it is, I reversed that thinking now. Like, I think it's good for kids to go off and explore.
Sure.
But there's a sense of pride that you should take in where you live and where you come from, that there has to be a moment of, self-real actualization of you wanting to also pour back into the neighborhood, the community that birthed you.
Well said. So, we call this Serious People with Serious Jobs Having a Little Fun. We're going to have a little fun today. So I want to give you one of our aprons. Last time you got an old school apron today.
And I got it.
You get the big boy apron.
I used it last night.
Big boy apron. So, Darnell, what are we making today?
So today we're making turkey chili. It's one of the first things that I literally learned how to cook on my own, because I'm not going to tell y'all when I actually started cooking. But it's a healthy version of what I saw a friend of mine making one year, and put my own spin on it. And my family loves it. Friends have been kicked out of my house for it because they don't know when to stop asking for bowls. But yeah, here we are today making turkey chili.
All right. So we've done a little prep work back here. So give us a minute to set up. We'll get cooking and be right back. All right. So here we are in the kitchen. And Darnell is here and Darryl is back there. And we're getting ready to get started on the turkey chili.
All right. So a generous amount of olive oil, nothing too crazy. You just want to make sure that you coat the pan so the onions will have a place to live. And I'm pretty sure that might be just enough.
All right, because the turkey will give off a little bit.
Exactly. All right, sir. Add those onions and get the browning. Let me get you a nice.
All right, so we've got about one onion chopped going in.
Here you are, sir.
Darrell's gonna stir. So we've got those are peppers on the left, yellow, green,
orange peppers. We have a jalapeno chopped. Usually I try to find a bigger one to get it all up in there to match what's happening. We have a sweet potato, or chopped sweet potato, that I add, so we add some sweetness to the consistency of the spice. Black beans washed. 1 can of tomato paste, lovely Kroger. 3 pounds of ground turkey meat here, folks. And the spices we're going to use, we have garlic salt, black pepper, crushed red pepper, chili powder, cumin, and a little ingredient known as Better Than Bouillon, the roasted chicken base that's going to be added in there.
10 different kinds. I use it a lot of them.
The bouillon?
Yeah.
10 different kinds. I only know about 2.
There's veggie, there's chicken, there's beef, there's shrimp, there's tomato, there's all kinds.
Lovely. Now I'm going to go perusing through the
and we
section.
got some jalapeno corn muffins here that we'll be serving with this delicious chili.
Charlie DeSando.
How are we doing there, Darnell?
You know what it looks like. The onions
There's too many D-A-R names.
Yeah.
Darryl and Darnell.
Get ready for alliteration today. Darryl. Get ready for alliteration.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, so the meat's going in.
I'm going to just pop it in.
Yeah. And the problem with, you got to
there we go.
Just got to beat it to death.
Yep, you just got to beat it to death.
So Darryl will be getting this. And of course, the rule with when you're cooking turkey, no paint.
No paint.
You got it. Get the pink out.
So
We got a few people out in the crowd right now.
You don't want to walk.
This will take a minute or two to get rolling on the turkey. All right, so we have this garlic salt, right?
Yes, it is, sir.
Ooh, one of my favorites. All right.
Go ahead and stir a little bit up.
Tablespoon of garlic salt. Seems like a very minimal amount.
Oh, don't worry. I just wanted him to stir it in there.
Okay. You should know my rule. There's no such thing as too much garlic.
Oh, that's what I know. That's what I know. Okay, we got that.
All right. So we got 2 tablespoons now. Look, getting a little better. What do you got there?
Black pepper.
All right,
about a tablespoon of that.
Tablespoon of black pepper. A little garlic, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
How you doing on the pink? Still pinky.
Still a little pinky. That's what you hit it a little bit. Turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up.
Okay. A little half of that.
And what do you got there?
There's a half tablespoon of garlic salt.
All right.
And now I'm going in with some chili powder.
All right, so chili powder. So we got a little, is that a tablespoon?
Yep.
Chili powder going in.
And for this, I use 2. But I want you to
You're going to get 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Darryl, can I just say you're doing a superior job of stirring.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
I would hope so, because the way I did that dirty rice.
See, I owe you a favor.
I mean, you owe me a solid, sir. All right, we got another tablespoon coming in.
All right.
I love the smell of chili powder on the meat.
Smells delicious.
All right, I'll cover this lovely. Coming in with a tablespoon of cumin, sir.
We got cumin.
Yeah, we do.
All right, tablespoon of cumin going in. So far we've had garlic salt, pepper, cumin, chili powder, and am I missing anything?
Nope. What comes next is fun. So Charlie was like, do I get a whole 6-pack and we just go in this morning? Like, I don't know.
We have a 6-pack if you need it. I mean, 1 for the chili and 5 for the...
For the guests?
Yeah.
Good man. You know, it's Saturday. It's a lovely Saturday morning for it. Okay. So how did you prepare those corn muffins? Let's talk about those.
Jiffy corn mix.
Okay.
The whole 69-cent box of corn mix, and then I chopped up some jalapeno and put it in, and it's got egg and milk and the stuff, and I've got 8 muffins out of it.
Come on.
Wonderful.
Right there.
Working man's version. Let's get it.
That's right. All right. Look at that. No pink.
We ready?
All right. So show us the beer.
So what Charlie's got us today is a Waybird Hazy IPA. I definitely love doing IPAs for the base broth of the good old chili. So what we're gonna do is just pour her in.
So I asked my friend ChatGPT the
Chat.
best beers for chili.
And this is what they came up with?
Well, this is one of them, Hazy IPA, and then there was one, a habanero one, which I couldn't find. And then there was a BD from New Orleans, and then a couple, 2 hearted ale, and I said, oh, that's too pedestrian.
Oh, a jalapeno one. You got me one, a habanero.
Yeah, I'll send you the list, but it was, just ask my friend ChatGPT, and he'll tell you all about it. Beer, and now we got some yellow.
The yellow pepper's coming in, folks. This is
Bell
about one
pepper.
good chopped up onion.
One,
That's a juicy one.
I got 1 yellow pepper.
green.
There's a green pepper. Bell peppers. And then we also have
One orange.
orange pepper. All right, so you're gonna have 3 peppers going in, orange, yellow, and green.
One jalapeno.
Okay.
Nice.
Jalapeno.
Nicely diced.
Alrighty. And so now we have 4 kinds of peppers.
So right now what we want to do is cover the rest of the chili with water.
Okay.
And again, just like how you talked about the dirty rice, slightly just making sure that everything is covered. You don't want to do too much water, just making sure you have things.
All right, so we got 2 cups of water coming in on top of all of our ingredients. All right, we got another cup coming in, so 3 cups altogether. And lesson learned from the dirty rice when Darryl was here, so we want to just cover slightly the ingredients so they're somewhat submerged.
All right. So we're just gonna let that start cooking.
Okay.
Come to somewhat of a light boil.
So give us about 10 minutes, and we'll come back and put the rest of the ingredients in. All right, so we're gonna move ahead with our next set of ingredients, or ingredient.
Ingredients. All right. So we're getting to a slight boil here. Okay, so we have here a 6-ounce can of tomato paste.
Okay.
So we're just gonna start generously putting it in different places around.
All right, so we got a can of tomato paste, small can.
Small can. 6 ounces, folks. 6 ounces. Adding our black beans.
All right, black beans going in. It's a can of black beans which we rinsed. There's one sweet potato that's chopped that we cooked in parboiled or par cooked All right, so we'll be back in just a sec.
Got it. Thanks, sir.
As we put the top on. See you in a minute. All right, so we're back, and we've let this boil for a couple minutes. So what we got here?
We got our Better Than Bouillon Premium roasted chicken base.
Okay.
So I'm not too generous with this, but I definitely think that 2.5 tablespoons is the best way to go.
Okay.
So a dollop there.
And if you've never used Better Than Bouillon, it's a great product. It's in the soup aisle.
It is.
And it's better than the little cubes that you get.
So much better than the cubes you get. Now here comes the fun part.
All right.
I do not measure how much I put in.
Well, you're a guy. Guys don't measure.
We do not measure.
So we got a little...
Crushed red pepper, folks, and we were just putting it in that way. Now I stir. Just get it all mixed in there a bit.
Okay. You can see it's steaming now. More hot peppers coming in.
Can't roll with me if you don't like spicy, folks. Can't roll with me. Now we're gonna just let that settle for a bit so the bouillon and the crushed red pepper rather can get settled into that broth.
Okay. All right. Give us a minute. Be right back. All right. So we've got the really thickening up a little bit, and we're gonna thicken it up. So that's how much cornstarch you put there, Darryl?
So let's
Darnell.
the other D.
Right.
1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and then of course some water to liquefy it, so it's not,
All right. So this is a thickener we're gonna use to really put this on top, and it'll take a minute or two, but it will definitely
thicken it up. Thicken it up.
absolutely. So we're gonna let this finish cooking, thickening, and then we're gonna sit down at the table, enjoy our jalapeno corn muffins, and get a little hot sauce on the table. So give us a minute. Be right back. All right, we're back. So, Darnell, tell us what we got here.
So we have, I'll hold it for a good sir.
Alrighty.
Turkey chili with sweet potatoes, black beans, yellow peppers, green peppers, orange peppers, if I haven't said that already. Jalapeno pepper, did I get that all correct?
Yes.
And we're gonna be eating that with Charlie's homemade jalapeno biscuits.
There we go. And you forgot the secret ingredient.
Oh, of course.
Which-
shout out to Waybird Hazy IPA.
Darnell, you want to tell us what your cheese is here? We're going to put some cheese on top.
So, people usually eat chilies with either a sour cream or cheese or both. Today I decided to opt out for the sour cream and just go with the cheese.
Okay.
I typically like to use cheeses from England because, the husband is a resident of England. And what he introduced me to was a red Leicester cheddar. So if you've ever traveled like I do, and you've been to the UK, Irish cheddars are amazing. No slack on Wisconsin cheeses. They just have nothing on England. So when it comes to the English cheese I like to use, it's red Leicester.
Just a little bit.
Unfortunately, we don't have that because I've eaten all the red Leicester that I've traveled with. So we are now working with a rustic red cheddar from Metromart. It's a Westminster rustic red cheddar.
All right. And we're going to put this on top.
Yep.
And we've got some jalapeno muffins. So, Darryl, why don't you take one and then pass it to the ladies? And then if you guys would pass that back to us. So,
Shout out to
Darnell
our future Urban Leaders family in the house.
You roll deep, Darnell.
All right. Looky there. And we have, you guys need a little hot sauce at all? No?
All right, I'm going to
All right.
pass that to you guys.
Yep. I'll take that.
All right.
All righty. All right. Go ahead and, well,
I'll wait for you to get
Darryl can't start
Oh, yeah,
yet.
I'm waiting for him.
And of course, because you drink with what you cook with, or cook with what you drink, this drinking this.
Cheers, sir. Thanks for having me.
Hazy IPA. And Darryl's a cheese lover, obviously.
Okay, face. You like it?
All right, let's put this up here. All right, everybody give it a taste. Here, Darnell, if you put that over there. All right, let's see how we did. Haven't found the heat yet, but I know it's there. Oh, there it is.
I didn't want to kill y'all with the red pepper flakes.
I knew that.
Because I usually put in more.
Corn muffin. See how? But it's honestly not too spicy. It's a nice cake.
I think it's a stealthy. I think it's gonna just kind of.
Stealthy.
I'm
You know what it
sure.
is? The day after. The day after soups and stews usually hit you the most. She's fresh out the pie.
Corn muffin?
Thank you for the muffins.
Beer? 9 o'clock in the morning.
It is now 10.
Not a problem. All right, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
If we had a Bloody Mary, we'd be chasing it with a beer, so it's fine.
Yeah, but beer goes with chili.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
sure Bloody Mary.
No.
I think it, I mean, I know people do eat it, but
No.
beer.
When people are quiet and they're eating, I'm like, okay, is it good? Or are y'all like questioning what?
So what do you guys over there think?
It's really good.
Sounds good. All right, audience likes it.
Okay.
So, before you guys take another bite, thank you, guest.
Thanks, Charlie.
Darryl, good to see you again.
Thank you for sous chefing. Appreciate you.
Darnell,
Thanks for having me.
thanks for coming again. Thanks for
Absolutely.
being in charge this time. It's great. Love this. Love the work that's you guys doing in the community. We got the opposite ends of the spectrum here. You got the senior network and you got future urban leaders. So together they hopefully cross paths at some point or another. So thanks so much for supporting Cooking with Milwaukee Community Leaders. Each week we talk with one of our local community leaders, or in this case, two. We talk about the work in the community that's being done to try to make our city a better place. Then we cook something delicious. Then we eat it.
Oh, I got the heat now. Ooh.
Yes, it's stealthy. It's stealthy. So until next time, thanks for watching. Well, we got a special guest here who's enjoying our Darnell's chili.
Thank you, sir.
This is Antoine Carter. Antoine from the Public Library. This is a momentous occasion for all of Cooking with Milwaukee Community Leaders, because this is your third appearance on the show.
Yes.
And I have a little present for you. So you know the Saturday Night Live has the Five Timers Club.
I did. I know.
So now I want to present you with our Three Timers Club.
And
Because you've been on three
please
times.
believe
Let's show
I'm
the
going to
logo.
wear this.
So there's our Three Timers Club. So
This is cool.
Antoine's been on 3 times. And I appreciate his allegiance to the show and to his friends, Darnell and Darryl. And so thank you very much for
No, thank
for
you,
all that you do in the
Charlie.
city and coming by and eating food.
Thanks for-
Seems to be his skill. Is
Yes.
coming by.
Yes, thanks for letting me come by and eat 3 times.
All right. So we'll sign off with this. Thanks so much for joining us on another episode of Cooking with Milwaukee Community Leaders. We hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time.